Hello, this is Angela or Sasser of Angelic Shades Studio, and welcome to my Patreon page. So a little about me. I was one of those kids that just loved reading. I read anything and everything, especially about mythology. It sparked so much inspiration in me as a child. I loved to write and draw and doodle and live in the world of books. Eventually, when I was about 8 or 9, I stumbled upon the work of Trina Sharp-Hyman, who was the illustrator of St. George and the Dragon. The way Trina would mix fairy tales with Art Nouveau and symbolism and decoration just entranced me. It was at that moment that I realized, looking at her work, that there were people who existed who brought this beautiful imagery and storytelling to other people. And I knew I wanted to do the same. I loved drawing even then, and I wanted to bring art to other people and tell a story and make them feel something. As a professional artist, I've been in operation for about 5 years under the name Angelic Shades Studio. I've also previously published an art instruction book which teaches others how to use watercolor, ink, and colored pencil while using the theme of angels to show you via step-by-step paintings. I hope this is just one of many books that I publish in the future, but as it stands, I'm really just at the start of making a name for myself in the fantasy, illustration, and book cover markets. Some of my favorite things to paint are fairy tales or scenes from my favorite novels. If you can guess which book this image was inspired by, then you get special brownie points from me. I also enjoy writing and painting about my own original characters. I don't get to do that so often right now, as they take a backseat to my professional work, but here's hoping that with your pledges here at Patreon, I might be able to give my original characters a little more love. I also very much enjoy working in the aesthetic style of Art Nouveau. The rest of my body of work, outside of the more serious fantasy images, tends to fall into this category. But that's a great thing for you guys, 'cause when you follow my work, you get the best of both worlds, both highly detailed fantasy images and highly detailed Art Nouveau. Now, when you sponsor me here at Patreon, you get to help decide which style I should indulge in. By becoming a patron, you guys get to vote and help me decide on the next series that I do. But I have to get 10 patrons before that can happen. Now you may be asking yourself, how does Patreon benefit an artist? Well, first off, I am a full-time illustrator. Whether I'm sponsored here at Patreon or not, I will continue to create. Art is my life, my passion. I can't imagine my life without it. That being said, being a freelance artist comes with a lot of risks, mainly in that our income is so sporadic. It's either feast or famine most of the time. And we have to cover our own expenses, such as health insurance, travel to conventions to market our work, all those sorts of odds and ends. And what I'd like to do is to worry less about the perils of being a freelancer and to worry more about creating awesome art to share here with you guys. As my patron here on Patreon, you'll get access to a work-in-progress blog where I share sneak peeks of my upcoming paintings, as well as other projects that might not be for the public eye just yet. You'll also get a coupon code to my online shops, including my leather crafting shop and my art shop. This code will never expire, and you'll get 15% off everything, anytime. You'll also get access to other goodies based on your pledge level. Just check out my page to see what rewards are already available. I'll be adding more based on your feedback and support. I hope you all enjoyed this little survey of my work. I can't wait to get started on our artistic journey here together on Patreon. Wishing you all inspiration.